Welcome back to Ironing Out the Kinks. You're joining Luke.
And Chelsea.
Episode 27.
Ooh.
That's big numbers.
It is?
It's not the biggest numbers. Could be bigger. It's going to be bigger. But yeah, you're joining us. We're here to talk about sexy stuff, basically. Not going to do all the other gumph I normally do. I'm just saying we're talking about sex stuff.
Yeah, and I'm just going to throw in a quick, if you haven't already submitted a question, story, fantasy, confession, head on over to iotk.fun. Is that happy enough for you? Luke's smiling at me like the Joker because he wants me to smile while I'm talking.
It's because you sound fucking sad. Yeah, no, submit your shit, tell your friends, and help get this podcast out there so we can help liberate people from the shackles of society.
Yes.
And the nonsense that comes with it when we can just freely, openly talk about our
Fucking.
Okay, I was going to say our fun stuffs. But yeah, fucking.
Right,
all right,
let's roll into Naughty Corner.
Naughty Corner.
So, hey guys, I love the podcast. Sorry
Thank
if
you.
my... Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you.
Fuck off, let me talk. Sorry if my thoughts seem a bit confused. This is the first time I'm getting them out of my head, let alone in writing. I think I maybe am submissive. When I look back at my previous encounters, the ones I have enjoyed the most were much older men who were definitely in control of the situation. The age gap was such that it didn't work out. I'm with my current partner now, who is great and we're super compatible, and I love him. The first 2/3 years of sex were good, but we are nearly 7 years in now and my sex drive has fallen through the floor. I just find it all quite boring. I can also only come with him when I'm on top. I tried to make a suggestion previously that I would like him to take control during bedroom activities, and it took a lot for me to ask because I'm naturally quite shy and quiet. If I'm honest, his personality in day-to-day life, I would have thought it was something that he would slip quite naturally into. When I asked about if it was something he would be open to, he said he was not keen and would feel like it was not consensual, and that he would feel like he was disrespecting me. Lastly, he would feel like he's doing all the work and the only way it will be fair is if we swapped each time. I'm definitely not keen to switch between the two roles and haven't got the confidence to be more dominant over him. I would just find it so awkward. Maybe this is how he's feeling too. At most, I might get a slap on the bum if I'm lucky nowadays. Have you got any advice? I'm not sure I can pluck up the courage to broach the subject with him again, especially after getting knocked down before. I wouldn't leave him, but I feel like I'm missing out on something I know can be amazing. Thanks for all you do and all the advice you give everyone on the podcast. Keep it up.
Well, thanks for the nice words. There were so many things running through my head when you were reading that.
Okay, and now there's none?
No, there kind of is. It sounds like you're both submissive, which is troublesome, I should say.
Yeah, if you want to not be.
And if it's when you said I wouldn't want to be a switch because I don't have the confidence. It doesn't sound like it's like, oh, I don't want to be, that's just not what I want to be. You know, that's just not in my nature. I don't like that. I know what I want. And this is what I want. I feel like there's like the ability to work on confidence is just literally just a piece by piece bit sometimes. It's just a little bit of jigsaw.
You don't go 0 to 100.
Exactly. You're not saying like go and get a full leather suit on and start, tying him down and doing all sorts. But when it comes to, and I'm not trying to convince you to do what you don't want to do, but the general vibe wasn't that, like I said, oh, this isn't my bag at all. It was just confidence.
Yeah.
So your turn to be submissive. And I think the way that you're going to get him to understand what you want is almost maybe doing it to him a little bit. And it'd be like, lay down, take your trousers off.
Yeah.
You might feel a little bit silly. And we say this about everything. We say this about role play. We say this about a lot of BDSM stuff. We say this like, if we introduce other people into the bedroom, you feel a touch silly at the start and then it just flows.
Yeah.
It's like acting, you feel that touch of like, this is silly. And then it becomes the role. Then it becomes the thing that you're doing. And maybe I think the only way you're going to get what you want, and you might have a different take on this, Chelsea, but I think the only way you're really going to get what you want is by showing him. And you don't have to go all out. You don't have to go all, like we said, 0 to 100, but just taking a little bit of control, just a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with telling him in a controlling, quote unquote, controlling way to dominate you.
Yes, that's where I was going to go with it. Similar, but not quite. Is rather than you showing him, like, as in taking the role yourself and showing him how you want him to, is more, you know, it might be daunting for him. He probably feels exactly the same as you. He hasn't got the confidence and he has no idea where to start. And in his mind, he probably thinks you're asking him to go from 0 to 100. So what I would personally do here is would encourage him with little things. So I think we've said this before on a previous episode, but when you're having sex, you know, you could say something like, pull my hair a little bit, hold my throat a little bit. So you're instructing him what to do, but so he will start to, you know, become a little bit more comfortable with that role, and he might not know where to start. That might be another daunting thing for him. So by instructing him, rather than being the dominant yourself and showing him for him to then like replicate, it's more the giving him little small instructions of things that you'd like him to do.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. And it also, thinking about it when you were just talking then, I was thinking, you know what would be crucial? Feedback.
Yeah.
Oh, when you pulled my hair, honestly, I could have come. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't necessarily have to be exactly true, but you're
confidence building.
Yeah, you're telling him that is what I liked. And I can understand there are some men who are very firmly on the side of like ensuring women's safety and looking after women, and that's fucking great.
Yeah.
And that can very much overshadow the idea of what would be considered maybe like misogynistic, like in bed. But that's where, you know, you don't have to be what you are in bed all the time. You know, that's why it can be so sexy to do it in private with the people you want to, because it's not how you'd normally be. So I think feedback and exactly that, building the confidence in him, saying, bend me over. Yeah.
A few examples, like the hair pull, the, you know, throat, if that's whatever it is, confident enough for him.
Put a finger in my ass. But whatever it is, and then you're like, oh God, I love that.
Or like more like just bend me over, don't look at me. Or I'm just trying to think of examples. Maybe if and when he's going down on you, ask him to stop when it sounds like you're really building up. Or do you know what I mean? Like just little things where it's giving him guidance.
Yeah. And it still then kind of buys into him not being in control until he develops the confidence to just do those things
continually
and be
do
like,
it,
well, I know she likes that, so this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, pinch my nipples. I don't know, anything that's just a little bit more like something he could then hold on to and use next time without you having to ask.
Yeah, I think I understand. Well, we are obviously not overly shy people, so it's very hard to fully empathize with what you're saying, with not even wanting to broach it again, because it must, you know, it can be very upsetting to be sort of felt like you're knocked down. But at the end of the day,
think about it. Sorry, just to interject there. Think about it like from his point of view as well. Did they say wife?
No, partner,
person. Your person of 7 years, where you've had good sex. It has started to die off recently. Them now coming to you and going, I'd actually like it if we changed the way we have sex. He might be a little bit defensive there as well, like a little bit like might be a little hit to his ego. Yeah,
men's egos are fragile. I've spoke about this before for sure.
So I'd understand why she wouldn't want to broach it again, the actual conversation just yet. But I think just the little learnings and teachings and offering him small insights.
Because there's no, I will often see people say like, oh, it seems like we're sexually incompatible, and people's immediate knee jerk is like, break up. You know, that's not good. No, it should be a continuous. Throughout all relationships, it should be a continuous learning of each other's desires and passions, and a continual almost exploitation of their desires and passions, because they all change. You know?
You think with any other part of your personality, let's take the sex part out of it, but any other part of you will always continue to develop and grow. You're not going to be the same person at 30 that you were at 15.
Exactly.
And that's the same as, was you? Yeah. It's going to be the same as, your sexual appetite and the things that you're interested in.
Exactly. I was not into the things I'm into now when I was younger. For sure. I would have looked at it and been like, that is not my bag. And now I'm like, everything's my bag.
Yeah.
But I think the soft guidance and the role, the idea of switching, quote unquote, doesn't have to be as daunting as perhaps you're seeing it. Like we've said, just go easy, and you can be in control by giving him the control. In the examples we've given, you're telling him what to do, and he's like, okay, I've got no choice. This is what she's making me do. He feels like the control stripped away, but you're still getting what you want by him being, dare I say, rougher or more, dominant. Exactly. But he's doing it via your control. Everything we do is pretty much led by you. And even though, for sure, even though I'm the dominant within our relationship, if you're saying to me like, I don't want that, then it's not sexy for me anymore. Yeah. I'm not going to do it. I'm only going to do what I know you want, but I'm going to pretend that it's me doing it. It's the same as, when if we're doing something with rope or sensory deprivation or whatever we're doing, I know that's because that's what you want. Yeah. We're not doing it in a way because I want it and that's it. That's the bottom line. It's because I want it. I'm secretly in control. Completely. Yeah. You're completely in control.
I just had a thought. Another thing you could try, just this is a little bit out there. If you're not already, I'd like to think you are at some point, but talking dirty via text.
Oh, but that can be a lot for someone who's shy.
They've been together 7 years.
Yeah.
Just a little
some
bit
people just find that really awkward.
Yeah, maybe.
I hope it would be nice if
it'd be nice
didn't.
To say, if you're not, then how would you initiate that? Ask him to, I guess I'm assuming they live together so they can't really do evening things. Let's scrap what I just said.
No, I don't know. I think it might have some legs. It might be something where
the way I was
they used to do it and they don't do it now because of that. They live together and it's that.
Everyone at some point has had that conversation of can't wait to see you later, like what I'm going to do to you, that kind of like narrative. So if you are having them conversations, adding a little things into that, you're confident behind a phone more than you are like naked in front of someone, I think.
Yeah. I think that could definitely be another avenue.
Just confident building and a little bit of like
confidence.
So what did I say?
Confident.
Confidence building and a little bit of leaning into roles a bit easier than face to face.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, listen, life is just too short. It's too short to not, and that you don't want to lose your partner completely, but you also need to ensure that whilst you can, you do. Because one day it'd be horrendous to look back and wish you had, So I keep us updated, and if that advice doesn't fly for you, send us an answer to that. We're always, we don't know everything for sure. We just give our opinions and our outlook on the text you give us, but we'll do the best we can.
For sure.
Is that good?
That's good.
Yes.
Next one.
Okay, next one.
Hey guys.
Hi.
I'm going
to respond. What? Is that how they started it? Yeah. Well, with a full stop at the end?
No, I full stopped it.
Imagine.
All right. Hey guys, I'm a man of the young age of 20. I'm not well endowed.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine.
For this reason, I haven't lost my virginity.
Oh my guy, no.
I am afraid of judgment.
Oh no.
And with the grand majority of females saying they'd prefer a bigger penis, I'm afraid I won't be able to be enough. Don't get it twisted. I'm not ugly or bad at talking to women.
All right, Sam.
It's just this little detail that throws me off and makes me walk away from every opportunity I've had. I've never measured or anything because I'm afraid the number will make me realise that I'm objectively small. So last Friday, I had an encounter with a woman I really liked. We had a fun night of drinks and banter, but as it started to get hot and heavy, I had to back out. She was very understanding, and as I had used our intoxication as the excuse, but as we kept talking, I knew she wanted to take things further next time we hung out. I really want to, but my small penis holds me back. I really like her and I don't want to disappoint. She's a few years older and definitely has some experience under her belt. Any advice will help. Thank you.
Oh my God, brother. Listen to me. Listen to me when I say this. It doesn't matter.
Well, listen to me as a woman when I say this. It doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter. Brother, you're living in your own head. No. Number one, you got to learn to eat pussy really well.
I was just about to say that if this insecurity follows you for a long time, just learn to be the best at giving head.
Completely. Number two, I bet it's not as small as you think.
Yeah.
And number three, you really think all women like big dicks.
Yeah.
They don't. They like, and I'm not a woman. I can't speak for that, but I have good relationships with friends, very close friends of mine who are female, and they'll tell how it is. They'll be like, it's fucking too big.
Yeah.
It's too big. It's horrible. It was so uncomfortable.
So I'm going to come in with a woman's perspective on this.
Please do. Sorry, I've stepped in.
It's okay. You can tell us all about how you don't mind small penis.
I will. I will and I will.
No, honestly, I feel like sex, for the most part, and for most women, is about the experience and the connection and, you know, the things that are sexual, but they're outside of penetration. I feel like they're the things that we all remember and that we all talk about and discuss with our friends. And they're the things that will keep someone hanging around as well. Like if you have a, I was going to be really crude there and just going to say, if you just go pump and dump.
Wow.
I said that before and you cringed.
That's horrible.
But if you just go and do that, then, you know, the size of your penis, big or small, she's going to hate the experience anyway, isn't going to come back. But if you have, you know, a good connection, there's chemistry, there's foreplay, there's build up, there's, you know, connection at the end of it as well. She's going to remember it, not because of the size of your penis, but because of the experience that you've created for her.
And so many women don't come from sex.
Exactly.
You know, that is almost, it's just a piece of the puzzle, but not the puzzle.
I don't know the exact stats on it, but I looked at it recently and I feel like I'm safe to say it's under 10% of women actually come from penetration.
That's crazy.
And that doesn't matter the size of dick. That's not saying all big dicks or small dicks or average dicks. That's just dick penetration in general.
Yeah, it's to do with the anatomy in terms of what's actually being stimulated. And for different women, it's different
it's in
things
different areas.
Yeah, completely. Listen, you need to get out of your head, man. Just get out of your fucking head. If we were pals, I'd be shaking you. I'd be like, listen, mate, it ain't like that. Okay?
Yeah.
I've had the pleasure of showering with so many men throughout my life and all different shapes and sizes, and it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I promise you.
For sure.
Yeah, mate, I feel so bad for him because the size of his dick isn't the issue. It's his perception of his dick that's the issue, which is I have the best relationship with my penis, and he needs to have the best relationship with his penis because God, I can't keep saying the same thing.
I just want him to know how I want to really reiterate about that penetration and women coming. Like if he went to go with a woman for one night and, you know, he gave her 5-6 orgasms with his mouth and his fingers and then had sex with her and, you know, he might not have been able to make her come with his dick. She's never going to really care about that sex. It's going to be the fact that you've rocked her world 5 or 6 times with everything else you're doing.
Exactly.
Sex isn't penetration. Sex is everything.
Completely. And it sounds like, I mean, you were, that whole picture comes into what you were doing on that date. You know, you had a really nice night, loads of connection, loads of build-up, anticipation. Sounds fucking hot. It sounds like she was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And, you know, people were very quick, and men can be very, very quick to be like, it's hot and heavy, I'm going to stick my dick in.
Yeah, take your ass off. Yeah.
Chill the fuck out.
And do you know what? I feel like
relax.
I feel like I can speak for most women when I say this. When things are getting hot and heavy with someone like that on a first time, your initial reaction is, you know, take your trousers off so we can have sex, just because you kind of servicing the man's needs in that. Whereas it would be so lovely and rare for a man to be like, well, yeah, of course you. But no, I'm trying to give him advice. I don't need to give you advice, do I? Fuck's sake. But it'd be so refreshing for a guy to be like, no. Let me look after you first. And she's going to remember that. It's not all about getting in and out quickly.
No,
it really isn't.
It isn't. And I can tell you now the amount of stories I know of, and I'm not going to say me, but I know of stories where lads would be like, first date. I mean, we told the story the other day, first date, sex was awful. The amount of lads that will come so quickly because of the anticipation. Because men are so shit.
That's what I mean. It's just for the man's pleasure, really. Just but the quick
they'll come so quickly, and they'll be like, I fucked that up. But the woman will be like up for a second date because they were like, well, no, everything else was great. Like, we had a really nice time, and I'm sure that won't happen again, and we can work on that. That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
I had such a nice time with you. We had a connection. Like, you made me feel good. Just don't just go and bang anyone. It sounds like you got someone there that's really nice, and she's older and more experienced. Who cares? Who cares?
Matter.
I wouldn't ever assume that I've ever been the biggest penis that every woman I've ever been with has had. That would be stupid. But I literally don't care.
Yeah.
What I care about is what I can do, you know, and that is
the experience you're having.
Exactly. And that is what is so beautiful about sex. This is why part of the reason we started the podcast, because the whole thing of sex is tainted by society's views, when really it's a magical moment, regardless of how it goes, between two people that can never be replicated, can never be experienced by anybody else. The last time we had sex, nobody will ever understand that. Nobody will ever know that. That's always ours, no matter what. That's what's actually good about sex. That's what's actually important about sex.
So make it count.
Exactly. And enjoy it. Don't put pressure on yourself just for what will never change. That is never going to change. So come to terms with it, accept it, and utilize it. Use what you've got. And it sounds like you're a good, you got a good head on your shoulders as a 20-year-old lad. And I just don't want you to continue this like self-hate, because it's not good. It's damaging. All right. Don't do that. You're better than that, brother. All right. You are.
Right. Are you happy with that? I hope that helps. Please go fuck her.
Also, in anticipation,
yes.
you're texting and stuff, ask her what she likes. Talk to her. Get the lowdown so you can create the best experience. Do the homework so you can create the best experience possible. And that is advice for everybody ever on anything. When it comes to sex, do your homework. Every woman's different. Every man's different. Do your homework. Okay? There is nothing wrong with being like, would you like it if I did that? Not in a smutty, disgusting way of like, touch yourself right now whilst I'm saying this. Like, well, would you like it if I did that? They might be like, oh, it's not really my thing. You'd be like, okay, what is your thing? Well, I like this. Okay. What is it about that? And then you just build this picture, and then you can make sure you fucking execute their plan perfectly.
I love that. We are such a teacher tonight.
I don't want to say we're the best at this.
Mr. Luke. That's not even sexy.
That's not sexy. Don't do that again. Don't you dare say my surname on this podcast.
Mr. Luke.
For a moment, I was really excited. I was like, wow, this is doing it. Well, am I going to pause this and we're going to fuck right now? Because that's happened before. But you just went back with Luke. That's all I've got.
Right, quiz on my face.
Okay, cool. Right. Right, let me get
So this week, I am asking you.
Okay, right. Let's
so
do
what
this.
the scores are, I believe, a 4-0. Yeah. 4-4, that's what I meant.
4-4, yeah. Last week you
0-0,
4.
isn't it? I meant that we were the same.
I did 4.
I did 4.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's 4-4.
4.
Am I having a stroke? You've got 4 points. I've got 4 points. Yeah, 4-all.
4-4. Right.
I don't know. I'm not going to cut that out. People have got to see what I've got to deal with. It's a lot. Okay, right, let's go.
So
question 1.
I'm going to preface this.
Okay.
I haven't done 5 questions.
What?
I've done 4.
With a bonus point?
Several bonus points if you can get more right. Okay.
Maybe you're giving it to me tonight.
Yeah, you wish. Well, number 1. What is the average speed of sperm during ejaculation? You can either do this in miles per hour or kilometers.
Okay.
This is a multiple choice. Number 2. How many nerve endings does the clitoris have? So I'm going to give you 4 choices to choose from.
I think I've got it, but go on.
Okay.
See if I've got it right.
So we've got 100.
Right.
We've got 500.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 8,000.
Yep.
We've got 10,000.
Well, I went too high. Next.
Okay, number 3.
I'm going to change it actually. 2 seconds. Let me just go back. Oh, fuck. I'm going that.
Okay,
stay
good.
strong. Yeah.
Let's stay that.
Go on.
So, true or false? Stress can make a penis shrink.
Stress is one of the worst things for you. Stress kills. And that isn't like you'll be stressed and have a heart attack. There are hormones released during stress that kill people.
For sure.
I don't know why I went there.
Question. You've completely lowered
Where's the bonus
mood.
points here?
Here.
Come on then.
Question 4. So, name. So there's 5 points up for grabs here.
Mm-hmm.
Name the top 5 searched porn terms / categories in 2024
For the world?
for the United Kingdom.
Well, I did this last week.
Yeah, you did one, didn't you?
I did.
You
I
ruined.
got that one. You could have changed the question in
I
a
could have,
week.
but I just couldn't be bothered.
Oh, right. Hang on.
The top 5.
No, it's not that. I'm stuck on the last one. I'm stuck on. Oh, I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some here, I reckon. Okay, right. I'm ready.
All right. So question 1: what is the average speed of sperm during ejaculation?
3 miles per hour. Oh,
Uh-uh.
fuck's sake.
28 miles per hour.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I could take
Which
someone's
is
eye out.
45 kilometers
An hour.
an hour.
All right.
Right, number 2. How many nerve endings does a clitoris have?
8,000.
Incorrect.
Oh,
So, it used to be believed that it was 8,000, but a new study confirmed that there were over 10,000.
why? When was this study done?
Well, it wasn't in the last hour, was it?
You don't know that. Fucking hell, this is not good. Go on.
Right, true or false? Stress can make penis shrink.
True.
Well done.
Yes. Stress kills, you know.
I'm going to get you a bumper sticker.
Go on then.
Right, and the last one. So 5 points up for grabs. Name the top 5 search porn terms / categories in 2024 for the United Kingdom.
MILF.
Correct.
BDSM.
Uh-uh.
Wife.
No.
Big tits.
No.
Lesbian.
Yes. You got 2 points there.
That was awful.
Right, so in order, it's MILF,
Yep.
lesbian,
Yep.
mature,
Okay.
anal,
Oh, of course.
and number 5 is transgender.
Fair one. I get it.
For sure.
Why would you want to watch lesbian porn when you can watch a trans woman fuck a woman?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You get to see all of
you get to
unless
see
you
it.
really don't like dick.
Yeah, unless you're like a gay woman.
So a lesbian searching lesbian porn.
But I don't think there's that many lesbians versus like men who are perverts on porn sites. I just don't think there are. I think there are more pervert men out there than there are lesbians. And I stand by that statement.
Okay. So how many did you get there? 3?
I don't want to talk about it. It's a fucking bullshit
3.
quiz.
Well, you're
Stupid.
still in the lead until next week.
Oh God, I didn't like that because anal is definitely on there because I like watching anal porn.
I don't understand
you like
why.
watching anal porn.
I don't understand why you didn't,
I didn't
choose anal.
I was panicking. I was panicking about the amount of silence. I was panicking about like terrible audio. I was thinking about our listeners. And there's someone driving in their car now screaming anal, and they are livid with me, and I get it.
Or at the desk.
Yeah, if you are that person, just career off the road and say it's Luke's fault. He didn't get anal.
Don't do that. What on earth are you telling people
Safely,
to do?
like at 28 miles an hour, which apparently isn't that fast because, no one's dying from sperm in the face, which I thought they would have. I think if anything hits you at 28 miles an hour, it's going to fucking leave a mark.
Yeah, I mean, I'm...
And comes it's not water, you know what I mean? It's a bit thicker.
So, if I remember rightly from having this conversation at some point in my life with people...
Why have you?
I believe that fast bit is in your penis fast. Once it kind of comes out, it obviously isn't going that fast.
Slowing.
Yeah. That's
My
what I
dick
believe.
could fly off. What if it hits a little ridge and just catches and pops it off? 20 miles an hour is fast. Have you seen a car doing 20 miles an hour?
Yeah, past our
Put your
house
head
every
in front of
day.
it, would you? Fucking hell. Right. Okay.
Okay.
What's next?
Moving on to naughty corner.
Yes. Okay.
We've
Wait, no,
had-
we've done Naughty Corner. You're a liar.
Oh my God, I am a liar. I mean, oops, wrong hole.
I was like, yes, this is the part I really enjoy. Wait, we've done that.
Okay, so we actually have quite a few this week.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go through them because they're quite short, each one.
Okay.
Right. Met a girl on Tinder who I had a super casual relationship with for a few months. We both knew it wouldn't lead to more, but the sex was incredible. We would have incredibly kinky sex too, and it was generally a lot of fun. It ended when she moved away for work, but I saw her 2 years later when I attended my cousin's engagement party. Turns out my cousin lived in the same city that she moved to, and they both dated, got engaged, and eventually married.
Oh, no.
We were both shocked to see each other, but played it off like we never met. We swore we would never tell my cousin.
That's...
So I've got a story similar to this.
Okay.
Not to do with me, to do with someone I know.
Okay.
So it's a guy, we'll call him John,
Okay.
right? I panicked then. I was like, is his name John? So John went out for a night out in our hometown,
Mm-hmm.
met a chick, took her home.
Banged her.
You know what happens.
We can say
What
that.
else
We talk
happens?
about way worse stuff than
Fine. They done pee in the V. And
that. They did the sex.
that was that.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of months later, he's gone to his parents' house for a Sunday roast, as he always does, and as does his brother, and his brother's brought along his new girlfriend. It's this chick. He doesn't tell his brother. She doesn't tell his brother. They carry on as it. They're now married with children. So John has fucked his nieces and nephews' mum before.
That's such a weird way. Why did you put it that way?
What?
He's fucked his nieces and nephews'
because that's how he said it. He's
mum.
that's how he said it. He's like, I think he might have fucked her more than once as well. But he was like, I used to fuck my nieces and nephews'
Sister-in-law.
mum.
Sister-in-law.
Oh yeah, I guess his sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
But anyway, not that that's that exciting now. I've said it out loud, but yeah, I know that.
No, that was good, but you fucked him at the end there. It got really weird.
I'm sorry. Right, next one. I was fucking my wife in the back seat of our car, and this guy on a bike rode by, looked in at us, and gave me the thumbs up. I gave him the thumbs back, and he rode off. I never told my wife. I love
What?
that. They shared a moment.
But I'm not... The cyclist isn't even in my head. Why is he banging his wife in the back of the car? In
Why
a
not?
situation where a cyclist can see it clearly and is in a place where cyclists will come past. Is he just pulled over on like, I don't know, fucking M3
in my head, I've got a corner
M3
of a
won't
car
have
park.
cyclists.
No, M3 wouldn't have a cyclist, but I'm thinking like the corner of a car park that
But why
leads
is
to
a
a public
cyclist-
footpath.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I get it if you want to do that, but maybe just go home. I don't know. But a
Next one.
cyclist, I want to hear his version of this next week.
Right, years ago, I was fixing a lag issue with my brother's parents' computer. Sorry, my boyfriend's parents' computer. His dad was the pastor of his church. I was tracking where they downloaded malware, and I noticed a ton of sites in browser history about using vegetables as sex toys.
Oh, no.
The next day, they had us help them with their back garden. They were growing rows of carrots and cucumbers. My boyfriend kept asking me why I was so quiet, and I didn't have the heart to ever say why.
But was he researching for himself or for his wife?
Doesn't matter.
Bless
Bless him. That reminds me, can you remember the carrot story? That
The
submission.
salad, whether she sent the video.
No, where I laughed at it, listened to it back of our story. She had sent us a submission in saying that her boyfriend really liked having carrots stuck up his arse. Remember, she was like, carrots are God's tier vegetable. I'm just sad really that he's ruined it for me. She wasn't sad about the fact that she had to do it.
Was that a few episodes ago?
It was many episodes ago.
Was it? Oh, it does ring a bell. Fuck. Yeah, people ruin vegetables.
Me too.
And that's okay. I've never used any food as a sex toy.
Nor have I.
No, we should. Why are you looking
My
at me like
PH
that?
could never.
We can leave the sleeve on a cucumber, like a condom. Why not?
Okay, next one. My mum brought me, okay. Oh, okay. I read this wrong the first time, so now it makes more sense. My mum brought me a build your own sock monkey kit for Christmas when I was 13.
Oh, thank God you said when you were 13. I was like, what? And I know where this is going.
I started it. One night I saw it just sitting there with the bottom open where the cotton was stuffed into it.
Looking slutty. Looking like you wanted me to.
I fucked it. That's not even the end of it.
It's so nonchalant. I fucked it.
Right. Then, stop, I need to.
Sorry.
Then, in a fit of remorse and guilt, I buried it in the back garden. Why are you burying it? Why not the bin?
Just start having an affair with your sock monkey. I can see it. It's raining. He's crying. He's patting the dog.
It says he did it at night as well. Right. You ready for the rest of it?
There's more.
Compose myself. Right.
Right, be a professional. Be a professional. Come on. Go on.
Years later.
What? This is the same story.
Yeah. Stop fucking laughing.
Go on, sorry.
Years later, my dog dug it up and brought it inside. My mum had questions, but I had no answers. Only silence.
Was it pregnant? Just a little sock monkey family.
Oh, bless him.
Oh, wow.
Right, next one.
Oh, hang on, I need just a quick sec. That was fucking gold. I fucked it. I can imagine him holding the little legs.
Oh my God.
Just begging. You're begging for this, aren't you?
I'm not going to look at a sock monkey the same way again.
When have you ever seen a fucking sock monkey?
Have you ever thought that sock monkeys' mouths look like vaginas?
I've never seen a sock monkey in my life.
Oh.
What world why do we have such different lives when we spend all of our time together? How many sock monkeys are you looking at?
I don't know. I just
When's the
feel
last
like
time you saw a sock monkey?
I don't know. We're in the last 18 months.
Where?
I don't know. I'm moving on to the next one. Right. One time in my, I'm a man, by the way, 20s, that's how he put it. I was at a sex party having a great time. I got very thirsty after some time in one of the bedrooms and left fully naked walking across the house towards the kitchen. I made it about 5 feet away from the fridge and water before a woman stopped me and started giving me head, which was all well and good, but more than anything, I was just really thirsty. At this point, a crowd had gathered round to watch the spectacle. So now there was a human wall and some dude I didn't know locked eyes with me and was like, hell yeah, brother. And I asked him to go get me a glass of water. So while this girl was putting a show on using my appendage, this little dude ran off, brought me water and brought me water and I chugged it while I was getting head twice before she was done. I'll never forget his face of glee. He was like the pit crew of a NASCAR racer. He was all about helping the team succeed.
I can see it.
Yeah.
When you say it, I was like, I can imagine him going, is that good? Do you want another one? I'm helping. Guys, did you see I'm involved in this sex act? I'm part of this.
Little dude.
The little dude. Tottles off.
Right, next one.
Next.
I found out that my dad and stepmom were swingers.
Good for them.
Yeah. But that's not the worst part.
Boy, who said it was a bad part?
It was not.
You fucking judgmental prick.
I found out when my dad left me home alone for the first time and left me with the family iPad so I'd have some way of contacting him.
Oh, you're young.
His swinger friend messaged him something really explicit about what he'd like to do to my stepmom. And when I clicked on it, I realised that this was mutual and had been going on between friends for a long time. His wife, my dad and my stepmom. I was so freaked out and offended that I responded no thanks to the guy. I never told my dad that I knew, and he's never acknowledged it, though I'm sure he must have noticed it later on.
For sure.
No thanks.
You sent this? Wait. Oh my God, they had the iPad. Sandra, they had the iPad.
Right, got drunk with an old co-worker and fingered her while we made out in my car.
Can we? Nobody's got any respect to build a picture anymore, have they? Got drunk with a co-worker, fingered her in my car. Thought you guys would like that. Maybe we build a picture. We're trying to create a performance here. We're trying to entertain people.
And we get this.
This is the smut we get. Right, go back to the fingering. I did want fingering last week, but go on.
You did want fingering last week. Okay, I'll start just from the beginning again. Got drunk with an old co-worker and fingered her while we made out in my car. She gave me a blowjob. All the audio was recorded on my dash cam. I still have it and get off to it quite a bit.
I prefer the footage. Is that wrong?
Yeah, but the footage is facing the road. The dash cam will pick up the sound in the car.
I mean, I get the noise. It depends what it sounds like. If she's come on his fingers or whatever, she's like slobbering. I get it. But I don't know. Yeah, just paint a bigger picture for me on that one. I felt robbed.
Okay, so if you're listening, would you mind just heading back over to our website and giving us the full picture?
Yeah, like really paint something beautiful.
Maybe send a voice note of sound effects so we can get an idea of what it is you're listening to.
Just send the audio clip. Listen, we'll tell you whether it's good or not, okay?
All right, and that's the end of Oops Wrong Hole today.
That sock monkey is going with me for life. I know what's going to happen because we have a lot of our friends listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
And there'll be something in a certain episode sometimes and it'll pop up and I'll just get messages.
Yeah.
Like just random messages. It'll be like 3 a.m.
I know what you're getting for Secret Santa this year.
Don't, because I'll fuck it. Apparently they're easy. They're little hussies. But yeah, I'm definitely getting that.
Yeah.
And I know I'm going to get messages about a sock puppet. I know I'm going to get people being like, mate, that sock puppet story fucking broke me. I know it. And it's like Starbies all over again.
We had
I get it every fucking week.
We literally had a review a couple of days ago, just from somebody this is a shout out now if you're listening, just from somebody reviewing the podcast. And at the end it says, let's go for a Starbies.
Yeah. Beautiful review. And we were really stoked to read it. Like it was sick. And then you ruined it. And I wanted to find you and like cut off your circulation just because I get it all the time. I shouldn't have. I'm doing it again. I'm letting people know it's my weakness.
Yeah, you're showing
I get it
your
at
weakness.
work. I get it when one of my mates will be like, oh mate, I'm visiting soon. I'll be like, oh sweet, we should meet up, get some lunch or something. Yeah, sweet, let's get a Starbies. Block. Fuck you. 17 years of friendship down the pan. Listen, I'm not even bothered about it. You can say it to me all you want. I don't care. I'm over it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's move on.
Oh, so when you go down to your car one morning and there's just like covered in sock monkeys, you're going to be cool?
Well, it's obviously going to be you, isn't it? Because otherwise it means we've got a stalker.
No, it'll be people at work.
I'll fucking kill them.
Okay, moving on to the last bit. Would you rather?
Would you rather? Your turn this week.
Do you think it's going to be better than my meow one?
That was the worst thing. Do you know what nobody's texted me about or spoke to me about? The meow thing. Fucking weird. Come on then.
I don't think I'm great at these, so this might fucking suck as well.
Oh, you've got it. Come on. Confidence. Okay. Little bits. Little bits. Fuck off.
Right. Would you rather, and this is for life, not just for a short period, sleep with people that you find revolting, but the sex is off the charts, or sleep with people you find extremely attractive, but the sex completely sucks?
How do you mean revolting?
So this will be a completely like, you can't bypass the system. You genuinely will look at someone and think they are revolting.
Yuck.
Yeah, so it's not someone that you might find unattractive, or you could kind of like, that hot person over there, they're finding her really revolting right now. This is like...
And I've got no way of improving the sex with the hot people.
No.
No matter what I do.
No.
Can I still do the things I like though? Like butt stuff and like giving head like a legend.
Yeah, but it's not going to be fun. Like
Why won't it be fun?
Because she might not moan. She might not make any sounds. She won't compliment you and say that it was great. It's just going to be really that kind of sex that you leave and go, I wish I didn't take my clothes off. I should just went to sleep.
I'm so conflicted. You said you weren't very good, but damn it, woman, you're evil. I really like good sex. But revolting is such a terminology.
It is, but also you would have walked away from it going, fuck me, that sex was good.
Yeah, but imagine being like, yeah, and you can't look back and wank over it because
Go on.
I have a
little light bulb has sparked above your head.
The main thing that makes me find someone revolting is their personality.
Shut up.
It is.
No, it isn't. I could show you a picture or name some people now and you'd be like, bleh. And you don't even know their personality. You don't even know their personality.
I know them deep down. They're all assholes. All people are assholes. Oh, this is tough. What would you do?
The sex that sucks. Because now hear me out, because this might change. This might sway you. My thought process is, this is just sex, right? This isn't like me by myself with toys.
Yeah.
So I can still get off to attractive people, and I can still get off at the attractive person naked penetrating me, even though the sex was awful.
Yeah.
You've still got that element of
that was
there.
Kind of what I was swaying to. Like I said, like you can't wank over someone you really don't find attractive, even if the sex was great. If I can have sex with some smoking hot chicks and they're just shit at it and it's awful, I can still think of them naked.
Think of the act. It could have been bad, but the act of it.
Yeah.
There's still the butthole and the vagina in that.
That's right. That's good. Good anatomy. Well done. Buttholes and vaginas. Yeah. Would you know I love buttholes and vaginas?
I do.
So do you. It's great.
I do.
It's the perfect partnership. Yeah. No, I'm going for the shit sex hot people.
Okay.
Or people I find hot. I think it's a subjective term, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Cool.
I mean, that was the hardest one ever.
Okay, that's good. I finally did one that was okay.
Yeah, nothing about fucking meowing like a cat or giving me money no matter what. Yeah. Okay,
happy?
That was good. Yeah, no, I'm happy. Are you happy?
I'm happy.
Yeah, I wanted the naughty corner stuff. I want people, the confidence one especially. I really want that person to get back in touch with us and see if we can help them, because that's a tricky one.
Yeah, for sure. And the guy who doesn't believe he's well endowed.
He's just got to fucking do it.
He's going to be fine.
Hit me up. Come hang out with me. I'll take you out with the boys. Boys will hype you up.
Yeah, for sure.
They will hype you up, and then we'll all help you. I'll have one cheek, someone else will have the other, and we'll do the pumping. You know? But no, listen, guys, thank you so much for listening. And as we said before, submit to us. So any submissions that you want to contribute over to
iotk.fun.
Very nice.
FUN for November.
Nice. Phonetics. Nice. And follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube. Videos will be going up soon, I promise you.
Facebook and TikTok.
Facebook and TikTok, whatever. I don't really use them. I don't care. And yeah,
Mr. I don't use Facebook, but every 5 minutes I glance over and he's scrolling through people he went to school with on Facebook.
Just see what they're up to. It's like, wow, I do look good for my age. And yeah, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mums. Your mums would love this podcast. Mums love us. I promise you, my love, mums love us. All right.
All right, we're dragging this out.
Yeah, we are. Right, guys, see you next week. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.